Hello, everybody. What's up? I look terrible this morning, but oh well. I was working on watercolor painting, and so I thought, well, I might as well be live streaming as long as I'm here working. And I don't think usually this time in the morning there's not many other people live streaming, so I thought, well, I'll hop on because I need 180 more watch hours. Yep, I do. It's so funny because I'm just filling my water, my clean water container. YouTube tells me, congratulations, you reached 300 watch hours. And then when I go to look, of course, it's not 3,000. It's like 180 short of 3,000. So I don't know what they're talking about. And that has been, here's another one I did the other day, just real fast because I wanted to test out these metallic paints. I think it turned out kind of ugly, but and I don't like the metallic paints, so it's hard to tell when it's this close up. But anyway, it's kind of a stylized dragonfly and flower. I guess that would be stylized. It's not abstract, and it's not. Hi, David. How are you? Talking about these paintings that I'm working on. But anyway, yeah, StreamYard said congratulations for getting 3,000 watch hours, and then when I went to click on analytics, it said I still needed like 180 more to reach 3,000. So I don't know why they would tell me I have 3,000 when I don't, but that's what they did. So I started working on, I did this one the other day, and that's kind of what I'm working on right now. You can see I kind of have it drawn out. You can see the pencil lines. I need to tape around the edges because it's nice to leave a border when you're working with watercolors. So when you frame it and when you put a mat on your watercolor, if you go all the way out to the edge, the mat is going to cover up some of your painting. So I'm thinking that's why most people will tape up their borders. Like I had tape on this one. You can see I left a border around it. And I think I mean, I'm guessing that's why people do that. I don't know. Okay, thanks for stopping by, David. It was great seeing you. Thank you so much. Great to see you. And thank you for I posted another video on my jewelry channel this morning. I posted the same video on this channel too. I don't know why I put them on both channels, but I do. But it's nothing really fun. It's just like learning the basics about jewelry, jump rings, what was it? Jump rings, head pins. I did make a pair of earrings, but nothing real exciting. I'm trying to get my basic videos out and posted, so people that have never made jewelry before will know what to do. Like when I have a project to teach them and I say, okay, we need to get our crimp beads out and our crimping pliers, they'll know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm doing a lot of the basic videos right now. Anyway, so wow, I had three whole people a minute ago. Now there's no one here, but that's okay because you know what? I can have fun all by myself. I don't really care. I'm just gonna stay on until I get tired of being on. If I'm talking to myself, so be it. Oh no, my tape. I think my tape is in my bedroom. Oh, that stinks. How am I going to tape up the sides of this? Oh, guess I can't do that right now. That's kind of working bass backwards. I mean, I should just run and get the tape so I can tape up the edges of this. I don't exactly have to exactly right now, but most people don't start before they have their borders taped up because they might mess it up. That is the wrong brush. I have some of my favorite brushes over here. I have a ton of paint brushes and I don't keep them all in one place because a lot of times I'm trying to remember what color blue this is. A lot of times I will paint in my bedroom while I'm sitting in my bed watching movies. So I have paints and brushes in my bedroom. I have paints and brushes in here in my studio. I guess that's all. I have some stored up in my cabinet that I never open, but they're in my studio also. So yeah. So what's been going on with everybody? I'll tell you what, it is 9:14 a.m. in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. That is the Eastern time zone. And 9/8, so that means it's 6 o'clock in LA, 6:15 in LA. And it is raining here. It is not raining hard, but I can hear it a little bit out there. I don't know if it's supposed to rain all day or not. I don't check that kind of thing. So, yeah. I just have to figure out what I'm trying to smoke and paint at the same time, and I'm afraid I'm going to drop my ashes on my picture. So let's see. I think I don't know. I don't know. I need to go grab the tape and tape up the edges of this paper before I'm sorry. Yeah, watercolors always have to be, well, they don't have to be, but they are, when they're framed, they are put under glass, because you can imagine, like, any accident or splash can ruin a watercolor in the blink of an eye. So they are framed under glass. And like I said, I think border is left around most watercolors. So when a matte is put on the finished painting, it doesn't cover up the part of the painting. You know, if you have your paint going all the way to the edges, then when you matted it, you would cover up part of your painting. I mean, I never thought about it before, but it makes sense to me. Let's see. I think I might keep this painting in blues and greens, and maybe one other color. Maybe yellow, or I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Haven't quite decided. I think that's called, I was going to say monochromatic, but I know that's not what it's called. When it's done in, oops, I just dipped into the wrong color. Hate it when I do that. Oh. Every time I am making a video or do a live stream, my nose runs. I have no clue why, but it just seems to happen that way. And I had one cup of coffee a couple of hours ago, but I should have made one to have while I'm doing this. But I'm recorded a video for my jewelry channel this morning, and I was rushing around trying to grab my paints and paper and clean water and clean off my desk, and I didn't even have time to think of making a cup of coffee, but I sure wish I had it now. I might take a break in a minute and go grab the tape so I can tape up the edges and make a cup of coffee real quick, since there's no one in my live stream. I'm starting to think that people just don't like me because they show it for everybody else's live streams, but not mine. Not that I have them very often, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And I can guess why, but that would just be guessing, and I'm probably incorrect in what I'm thinking. So I'm not even going to put it out there, I don't think. But yeah. Yeah. With all the crazy wars going on in this community, because haters are gonna hate and want to tell you what to do, and if you don't do what they think you should be doing, support who you think they should be supporting, then you are their enemy. It's funny, only one side feels that way. And the other side doesn't give ultimatums and tell people, I'm not going to be your friend or support you if you don't support the same people I support. I'm not going to be your friend if you don't agree with me. It's so crazy. So much hate. So much hate and disdain coming from one side of this community. Yep. I haven't watched or paid much attention to what happened yesterday in the community. So I don't know. I could be. I did watch Surge yesterday. Was it yesterday or last night? I think it was last night. I watched his live, and there are some people getting putting their 2 cents in about, guess who? Who do they always complain about? Oh, excuse me, I should have muted that. I'm just trying to catch my runny nose. Yeah. Amanda Beaumont was his only mod last night, and a couple of times she had to tell the chat that they need to stay on topic, and she didn't say it like this, but in other words, she said, quit complaining about other content creators. And I appreciated that, because that's not why I go to watch anybody, I go to help support and spread awareness about the abusive cult. It's not my business to diagnose or put down anybody. I am not a doctor, and I would never tell somebody they had some kind of mental disorder like narcissism. That's just crazy to diagnose people, I think. I mean, I don't understand it. I really don't. Okay, you don't have to like everybody, but do you have to diagnose them when you're not a doctor? That just seems funny to me. I'm not saying that I don't think the same thing, you know? I'm not saying what I think, but I certainly think diagnosing people without the credentials is cray-cray. And someone that had the credentials, I don't think would be diagnosing somebody if they had not at least spoken to them, had an online appointment with them, or I don't know. But anyway, I really like how Serge is so passionate about no more kids in Scientology. I just find it so hard to believe that the stuff that's going on inside of those buildings is allowed to go on. It just blows my mind that the law has not interfered, or it's just crazy. It really is. It's crazy that Scientology is allowed to abuse and break the laws like they do. I mean, come on, America. Get with it. Why do they make laws if they let some organizations break them? This seems like it's crazy to me. Crazy. I sure do like no, never mind. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. Oh, don't need to. But yeah, it seems crazy that the law hasn't come down on Scientology. For having so many orgs around the United States, you would think that in one of those cities, they would have busted in on them at some point. It's crazy. I guess when you have that much money and you can buy the city officials and the police departments, then you get to do whatever you want to do. Abuse, break laws, commit felonies, and not have to answer for it. They're crazy. And LAPD, it's just as crazy as Scientology, if you ask me. I cannot believe what they get away with either. It's like they've lost their minds. That doesn't even look, this is like bright purple, and it does not even look purple on my computer screen. It really is bright purple. That is so wild. It doesn't look, and let me see if this light helps. Oh, well, that helps. You can see it's kind of purple. It's a lot brighter purple than it looks on camera. I'm telling you that. This purple is like, I'm trying to think what I can compare it to. It's the brightest purple, and it looks dark on camera. At least on my computer it does. It looks dark. That's wild. Oh, well, I don't know. My colors do show up better when I use StreamYard. I mean, when I use Restream. I should have gone to Restream instead of StreamYard, but I didn't think of it. I actually had StreamYard pulled up because I made that video, my jewelry video, before this. So I was already in StreamYard. I have so many different shades of blue that I think I will try to keep this. I messed that up, but I'll fix that in a minute or after it dries. I can't put anything there yet. Let's see. What color haven't I used? Maybe. Oh, I bet this one's the same as that. I don't know. Let me see. I should test this out on the back to see what color blue that is. I don't know if that's the same as that or not. It might be. Oh, well. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to mute it just for a minute because I have got to blow my nose. Okay. I think I need a different shape brush for these petals. Probably. Unless I'm very careful. Well, that one worked out. This is, petals are shaped like a daisy. Some kind of droopy, upside down daisy. It has the big center right here. You've seen those kind of flowers, right? It'll make more sense in a minute. Ooh, I'm hot in here. I have a long sleeve shirt on and I am hot because my legs are on fire because of the nerve damage that I live with. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, man. I should have, I actually did think of asking Maya if she wanted to join me this morning, but when I went on Facebook Messenger, I couldn't find her quick enough, and I didn't have time to type in her name. I don't even remember exactly. Something Alice in Borderland, something something. It's kind of weird just talking to myself, but my dog really wants to go for a walk, but I don't like taking him in the rain. I mean, I could take an umbrella, but you know, I take my scooter, my electric scooter, and trying to hold an umbrella and hold his leash and drive my scooter. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So I'm trying to kind of wait to see if the rain stops for a few minutes. And in the morning he likes to go on long walks. So so I really need for the rain to stop for like 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Need to go get that tape. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab the tape so I can tape my edges down because I'm getting too low down here at the bottom and I don't want to go into the margins and ruin this. So let me go grab the tape. I guess I should leave a note in case somebody pops in and doesn't hear anybody or see any movement. I'll just write a quick note. Let's see. Okay, so I will be right back. Oh, my goodness. I think I am going to make a cup of coffee real quick because it doesn't take but a minute. My coffee maker's so quick. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Here's my coffee cup. Shoot. It's so hard to roll in my wheelchair and hold an old cup of coffee that has some in it still and go up the ramp. Oh. Hi, Pete. How are you, baby? Hi, baby. I would pick you up and walk, but it's raining. It's raining, baby. Yes, it is. Like this. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Okay. That took longer than I thought it would take because I ran into a little problem. But everything's okay now. I have my coffee, I have my tape, and a new pack of cigarettes, which I don't need, but I want. So let me tape these edges up. I just use Scotch tape. A lot of people use masking tape, but I have better luck using the clear Scotch tape. It doesn't tear the paper when I pull it off near as often as when I use masking tape. I just have better luck with this, and I can't even see what I'm doing because I'm on glass and it's hard to see. If I put it in my lap or over my lap, there's trying to keep it even. I better bend this over or else it will just start sticking to everything it touches. And I don't know how many of you paint in watercolors, but you know, watercolor paper is not cheap. Good paper is not cheap. Not good watercolor paper is not near as expensive, but this paper that I'm using, I got at, of all places, and people don't believe me when I tell them, I got it at Walmart. And I just thought, well, I just need some watercolor paper. I know it's not going to be good, but it will work in a pinch until I can get to the art store. And so I got, I'll show the cover in just a minute after I put this piece of tape down. It only came in a real thick pack, like I don't know how many sheets. I'll tell you in a minute. Jumbo artist pad. And I mean, look at how, oops, let me move the camera. That's a lot of watercolor paper. I mean, usually when you buy a pad of watercolor paper, it's maybe half that much. How many? There's 50 sheets. Yeah, usually it's like 25 sheets, sometimes less than that. And this is 140 pound, which I have other like better known artist brands that are 140 pound weight. That's a standard weight for watercolor paper, and it should be good enough no matter what brand it is. But I'll tell you what, I've used 140 pound watercolor paper that is not near as good as this paper. And like I said, there were better brands, or brands that artists use. This is just Bee inspired, BEE, the Bee Paper Company. I mean, give me a break. No one would in a million years think that this watercolor paper would be any good, because normally it wouldn't. An off-brand that you get at Walmart instead of the art store. I was pleasantly surprised, believe me. I couldn't believe it when it held up. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing again. It didn't get all warped and misshapen from the water, and the tape, when I pulled the tape off, it didn't pull up the paper, because like I said, pulling up the tape is always risky, because a lot of the time you pull up paper with the tape, and you sure don't want that. Well, this piece is on here way crooked. Ay. Oh well. I'm not going to take it off and redo it, I don't think. Maybe I can just lift this one end. If I wouldn't have folded it over onto itself, I might have better luck. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to lift this end up and try to make it a little straighter. I think that looks a little better. I never have sketched my no, I take that back. The last one I did, I sketched before I put the tape down also, and it worked out fine. But normally I don't do my sketch until I have my edges taped up, because I have pencil marks that I'm going to have to erase underneath this tape. Oh shoot, you know what I did? I have to take this whole piece off, because I put tape up over the bottom of this stem, and that means that if I were to leave it, I would have paint in my margins, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So I need to put this tape below the paint line. Oh my gosh. And I just made the whole other piece. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. Okay. Put that one back. That one back down. I think that's straight enough. Okay. Yeah. I had the tape going over the paint, and I needed the tape to go below the paint. So my margins don't have paint. Oh my gosh. Sticky tape. Okay, let me try this again. Across the bottom. Ay, ay, ay. So buttons. Shoot, I have to turn this because there's a piece of fuzz on the tape. Okay. Let's see if I can get it right this time. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, much better, much better, much better. Okay. I'll cut that off. Way too much tape. Oh, I need to straighten out the studio. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How long does it take? This tape isn't very sticky. That's why I'm having trouble folding it over. I usually don't go off the edges. I go right to the edge, but that's what happens when you draw before you tape. This is the last piece. Perfect. All right. Okay. I think I got it. Yes. Much better. I think. I did a real big, let's see, what size is this? 9 by 11, something like that. 9 by 12. I did a 20 by 22. That's pretty big. The same style, but like I said, like almost, I think it was 22 inches by 20 inches by 22 inches. And it was done on Italian linen, which is really heavy duty. Hi, Eric. I didn't even see. Did you just get here? I hope. I hope I haven't been like, I don't pay much attention to the chat. Not on purpose, but I'll start talking and forget to look at the chat. I hope you're still here. Oh, hi. Hi, Eric. I'm doing a watercolor. Let me show you the one I did yesterday or a few days ago. Sorry, I can't get it all in, like see it all at once, but just kind of bright and stylistic flowers. I'm doing another one, except this one I think I'm going to stick to blues and greens and purple. So I won't have a bunch of different colors. It'll kind of be, I don't know what to call it. Not monochromatic, not, anyway. No, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. And it is tough, except I put this on so thick, like it was almost like using acrylic paints almost, because I just loaded the paint up so thick that I really couldn't mess it up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm doing to this one too. Of course, the colors aren't showing up on camera. Like this is purple, bright purple, but you can't even tell. But anyway. So I don't know. Oops. I'm going to finish my cigarette because my coffee's getting cold. Thanks, Eric. How are you doing, Eric? You're the only one in the chat right now. I'm the only one here, actually. So I can ask you that, how you're doing. I hope your spirits are up. Been a little rough lately for you, I have noticed. And good. It just blows my mind how hateful people are. It just blows my effing mind, Eric. You know? And how they don't see the way they're behaving. I mean, I would be embarrassed if I acted like them. I really would. You know what I'm talking about. Diagnosing people and giving ultimatums. If you don't like who I like, then I'm not going to be your friend. Yeah, it really blows my mind how they think it's okay to give a mental disorder diagnosis to someone without having the right credentials, without being a doctor, you know? How do you call someone, you know, or diagnose without having your PhD? It just blows my mind. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I think I will use either yellow or orange. I wasn't going to. I was going to try to keep it. Oops, I have a little blue mixed in with my yellow by accident. Oh, well. See, I'm just laying this on so thick, it's almost like painting it with acrylics. But I saw some paintings similar to this on Pinterest, and I liked them so much that I decided to try it, and I'm not sure if the ones I saw were watercolor or acrylic. I think I might have seen both, but I don't. When I use acrylic paint, I'm painting on my blue jeans. You know what I mean? I don't paint pictures with acrylics. So I went back to college when I was 50 years old, and I was going to well, I didn't know what I was going to major in. Went back. I had an associate's degree. I wanted to get my bachelor's, but I didn't know what in. And so, of course, I started taking all the art classes that I could and figured, well, I'll just be an art teacher or something. But then I changed it, and the reason I'm telling you this is because one of the art classes I took was a watercolor. I took watercolor 1 and watercolor 2, and I had never picked up a paintbrush before that. And so I learned to paint in watercolor, and that's why I like it. But to do it, you have to think backwards, because a true watercolor, anytime you see white in a watercolor, it's supposed to be the paper. A real true watercolor does not use white paint. Just FYI. So you have to like plan it out and know what you want to leave, where you want to leave the paper showing through, where you want white. And yeah, so you have to kind of think backwards to paint in watercolors. Now, a lot of people paint with gouache. It's called gouache. It's Gouche, I think. And that's a type of watercolor. But they do have white gouache, and I've never used it though, and I've never used white paint in my watercolors. And I did some snow scenes without using white paint, if you can believe that. That was a little challenging. But yeah, okay. Bye, Eric. Thanks for stopping in. Love you. Bye. See you later, alligator. Okay, where's my blue palette? Back to my blues. Let's see. Let me try this one. I think that one's too close to that one, but I don't know. It's too late now. I can't erase it. And like I said, a true watercolor, you don't use white paint. So and I don't have any. I'm sure they probably make white watercolor paint by now, but I've never used it. Okay, I'm going to mute for a minute while I blow my nose. Try to get this more on my paper than in my lap. Doesn't look very good so far, does it? Oh, I forgot to unmute it. It's funny. Ugh. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop over to space SPTV space and see who is live. Oh, Natalie's on. Okay. No wonder. So that tells me I'm going to say bye. Bye for now. I might come back after Natalie's finished. Thanks for being here and helping me with watch hours. And I will be back to finish this painting either today, tomorrow, or the next day. Have a great day or night, whatever part of the world you're in. I guess I could show my face to say bye. See you soon.